Why acting?
It's my mum's fault, really. She's a drama teacher.
Oh, right, okay.
So yeah, I've been around it my whole, my whole life. But there's a moment in time. There's the first Star Wars film. I watched that.
Are we talking? I'm showing my age here, but the older ones.
Star
77,
Wars.
1977.
So
yeah.
my mum bought me that on VHS, and I sat in complete silence, which I've never done in my entire life.
Me too.
I watched the whole thing, just
yeah.
and I just.
But it takes you into another world.
Yeah, exactly. That a galaxy far, far away. And I just was like, what? How? I want to know more. I want that experience, that story, that moment. Just like that's what I want to do. You know.
Tell me your favourite, just out of interest, because I know it, but I know it like the back of my own hand.
Yeah.
Tell me your favourite scene in all that film.
In New Hope, I think it's the training bit when he's training.
With the little ball.
Visor down.
Yeah, the little ball. Yeah.
Keeps blasting them. I just think.
When they've just gone into light speed.
Yeah. Anything on the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
I just love like the interior shots of that and the texture of the inside of the Falcon. Yeah.
I love the bit where Han Solo's trying to screw with Luke's mind about Princess Leia. Yeah. And then he's trying to say, oh no, don't like her, but he says, yeah, still she's got a lot of spirit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just going back to your mum, did she teach drama at the school you were at?
Yes.
Or another school?
I've been to a couple of schools, so yeah. She did, the last school I was at, sort of A-level and stuff, she taught me there. But I went to Bedales in Hampshire, and it was quite it is a very liberal school, and it's quite arts driven as well. And you sort of call teachers by their first name, and it's non-uniform, and it's progressive in that way.
Wow. It's
mistakenly...
Do you agree with that personally?
Yes, absolutely. The school I was at before was non-uniform and much strict and much more... It's a private school.
Yeah.
Where that's where my mum taught, and it's uniform and sir, blah blah blah, and that for me, I have what's the Woody Allen line about it? Allergic to authority, something like that. I can't remember.
Tell us, do you remember the first time you performed?
Yes. Yes. So, we as a family went to live in the States for a year.
Okay.
On the Fulbright exchange.
Nice.
So basically takes teachers and their families and swaps them with one in the States or...
Okay, yeah, I've heard of this. Yeah.
So we did that, and because...
Which state?
Wisconsin.
Okay.
Real north. North America. And because my mum was a Scottish teacher over there, they did Macbeth for the school's big, the yearly production. And I played Macduff's son. And come out on stage, and I'm on there, and I'm set. My mum's kind of proud, and my family are like, everyone's gearing up for it, and deliver my first line, and which all went well. And then they all noticed I'm chewing gum.
Yeah. I've had a guest chewing gum, and it's quite irritating actually when you look. I didn't notice it at the time. Yeah. It's when you look back on it. That's when I noticed it. When she was sort of like... Go on, yeah. No, but early influences and inspirations, what would you say,
I don't know.
Would you say probably Star Wars was an influence?
Yeah, that moment I spoke about, that kind of that was like the biggest thing for me. That's kind of that I've always kind of been interested in storytelling, and that story in particular, in that moment, was just like, there's something else there. There's this. What so fascinates me today is the fact, like, within the film industry or the acting industry, you have. Right, for example, there's like Which Camera magazine and that's a specific interest of just people that are in cameras. So within each individual person in their individual role has this whole universe. And I'm an actor, so one part I just come in and say my lines. That's my little part of the story told. But then you've got someone who's just focused on lenses, just focused on lights. Within that, they've got a whole community. They've got a whole library of things that are just specifically just for that little thing and that little pocket of their interest, and that's what I've got to say about that. That's my ramble now.
You were just saying that your mum did taught you drama at A level.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Theatre
How did that go?
It was good. I should probably apologise to her.
You can do it on camera, now's your chance.
Sorry, Mum.
For
just being a dick. Just in class, making her life harder than it needed to be. You know, she.
Well, you got pretty girls around, and you got sort of like.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, me and my friend Dan used to do this thing where all of us did, all the guys in the class, who did this thing where.
Steady now.
Yeah. We'd sort of pretend different ways of like killing each other from boredom. So my favourite was doing the old.
Right.
And this is all going on behind my mum's back, and she knew, and it was all in good spirit. But yeah, sorry, Mum. For so many things.
I've currently met you.
Yeah.
At the London Actors Workshop.
Yes.
In Covent Garden. Tell us a little bit about how you got onto the course and how you found the course so far. It's getting a bit windy, but we should be all right.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't done any formal training. I've been applying to drama school over the last few years, so I just figured that doing some training and doing some workshops and things and some classes would be a good idea.
Do you have a particular drama school in mind that you'd like to go?
Yes, I'd like to go to East 15.
Oh, E15, yeah, that's over in Essex.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I know that.
Specifically to do their acting and stage combat course.
Okay.
Because
as a helicopter goes over.
Yeah, because I want to jump out of helicopters.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not the strongest dancer.
Right.
Not the best singer.
Okay.
So these sort of things, and I can't play a musical instrument. These things nowadays on your CV.
Yeah.
Kind of more actors and performers need them. And stage combat is fun as well. You know, you get to have a fight and use swords and.
So you must have loved Brett's class.
Yes.
At law.
Yeah.
That was about week 2 or 3, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was early on.
How did you find that?
Great.
Really?
Sort of just.
Because he teaches at RADA, doesn't he? I believe.
I think RADA's one of the main ones.
The American chap.
Yeah, he was great. I mean, just when it's done well, it's just something else, you know. That kind of. You don't want to slap. Nobody really wants to slap somebody. Well, sometimes.
Yeah. Don't look at me like that.
But like, you know, if you got to do it in the script, you got to do it, and it can be naff and look a bit, you know, hacky. But when they do it well, it's just something else. And it just adds to that moment. And
I was going to say, just for the record, I bought him a bottle. Yeah. Evian. No, don't commercialise. Don't do that. I have to blur that out. No, drink as and when.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit, just apart from the combat, tell us a little bit about what else you found that stood out for you at the law workshop.
The work we did with Valerie.
Valerie Colgan.
Yeah, Valerie Colgan.
Did you learn something about yourself with that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we did the memory exercise.
That's an eye-opener, isn't it?
Yeah, big time. We did this memory exercise with her, and she asked us about thinking about our earliest memory. And I've got this memory of going down the stairs to open Christmas presents at my grand's house, like her original house up in Scotland, and the like silky label on the back of the, the label, and it's kind of silky. Feeling that, and as soon as she told us about this, think back and think about how these memories will have affected you now, like going forward. That feeling of that silky label, still to this day, I buy like soft cotton t-shirts and things for that feeling, for that comfort. That for me, that label feels like home. And that memory, when she told us about it, just went like, whoa. And I realized that pretty much all my decisions in terms of what clothes I bought and stuff were informed by that early memory.
Was it quite moving as well to feel that way?
Yeah, it kind of just like, and it's opened up so many other doors about, I've been trying to do it with other memories and stuff, and nothing's had the same kind of eureka moment, but it's all, the course as well, and especially that thing with Valerie has helped me like move forward as an actor. I felt myself getting better every week, and those sort of realizing why I'm doing stuff based on either memories or motivations from the past, like it's helped be a better person as well as a better actor, I hope.
Tell us, you got the showcase tomorrow night.
Yes.
Good luck for that.
Thanks.
Tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing and what course what your character is and what piece you're going to be doing for this.
Okay, so the piece is The Collector, which I believe was a film with Terence Stamp.
Right. Yes. In the 60s.
Yeah,
I believe.
60s.
I believe it was. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I believe it was.
No, I make it all up.
Yeah.
And it was a book as well and a play. I've been on the play. And I play a chap called Clegg who is in love with Freya, who's my scene partner. I'm in love with her so much that I thought it would be a good idea to kidnap her and tie her up in a basement until she falls in love with me too, which is how I meet most women, to be honest.
Like you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we get it.
Yeah, and so the scene plays out, I think it's early on in the sort of, I guess kidnapping is the only word for it, the kind of, because Freya's still trying to, she's trying to sort of befriend me, but so that she can get out, you know, she does not want to be there. And I, rather than sort of be a bit maniacal about it, it's more he's a sort of simple character and he thinks what he's doing is okay. You know, it's not an ideal situation, but there's no sort of real malice in it. It's more of a kind of, I've just tied you up for a bit and, you know.
Well, listen, what we're going to do is, and this hopefully should be online by tonight.
Cool.
Fingers crossed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the camera around and I'm going to ask you to do a plug. So you're in charge of the screen at the moment, so you show us who's on the course, and then you flip it around and you show us where they can see it.
Okay.
Okay, so you're in charge of what you can see, so you can see it as it is. These who are on course at the moment.
These
so
guys,
you point to your good self.
Yeah, this guy here, ignore him. He's rubbish.
So you've got everyone in there?
Yeah, I think so.
Very pretty people.
Yeah. Very talented too.
Quite.
And so yeah, these are the handsome and pretty faces you will see.
We're doing the showcase tomorrow night?
We're doing it for the showcase tomorrow night,
There's
which is at the Radar Studios. It's going to be great.
And if you want to go to the other side, just show John's stuff, just like on his details as well.
Yeah,
so
and there's
the website and everything.
The website for the London Actors Workshop and John's phone number. John Sidgwick. He's not a nice guy.
Right.
He's really mean.
Right. Comedy.
Yes.
You told me that you had an interest in this.
Yes.
Why are you drawn towards this? I'm going to turn to the camera so you can't look at yourself. You can look at yourself. That's better.
Yeah.
So tell us why you're drawn towards comedy. As I get you in focus.
Yeah. So along with this course, I was doing a stand-up comedy course as well. So that was Saturday mornings, and then Sunday mornings was this. I don't know. I like making people laugh. I like showing off. I like telling jokes. It's something that I've just always sort of been able to do without really trying. If that makes sense. I can turn a phrase to turn a phrase.
Are you do you find influences, or are you drawn towards comedy sitcoms, or do you like stand-up?
Both.
Really?
I think there's quite a few artists doing it, or have done it in the past, that kind of do the line. Like Louis C.K. is one of my all-time favourites.
Give us your top 3 stand-ups. Who are your top 3?
Okay, so Louis C.K.
Currently at the moment.
Yeah, at the moment. Definitely. I've gone blank now.
No, that's fine. No.
At the moment, there's a new guy called Anthony Jeselnik, who is just incredible, and the immortal Bill Hicks. Bill Hicks is just in the same vein as sort of George Carlin as well. He's a sort of.
And if you was to say a couple of stand-ups from the past, who would you say?
Well,
were you a Billy Connolly fan?
Yeah, I do. I can't knock Billy Connolly. I think in sheer storytelling, Billy Connolly's very much untouchable. You know.
Jasper Carrot?
Jasper Carrot, yeah. I don't know much of his stuff.
No, this is my era. That was really.
Yeah, Eddie Izzard as well.
What about some of the American ones?
Yeah. Seinfeld.
Like Chris Rock or anyone like that?
Chris Rock, Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor. There's a bar up in Edinburgh where my friends work called The Last Word, and they play Richard Pryor in the blues. Okay. So they get customers sometimes like that have disappeared for a while, and they come out like, sorry, I was just in the loo listening to Richard Pryor. And you're like, yep, that's pretty cool.
We hear an accent, James. Tell us a little bit about, just a few sentences about where you're from originally.
Originally from St Andrews, the home of golf, and the university where Prince William made famous. It was famous before that, but you never know.
But the golf course is more famous.
Yeah, the golf course.
Definitely,
Everyone knows the
without a
golf
doubt.
course. Like, it's worldwide famous, I'd say. And yeah, it's east coast of Scotland, small community.
So how long were you there before you actually moved to South or over to America?
So I was there pretty much my whole life. We went to America for a year between the ages of, I was sort of 6 to 7, so that year, 6 and 7. And then we moved to Crail, which is about 15 miles just down the coast from St Andrews. It's a little fishing village. It's lovely. In 2000, I think. Yeah, I was 13. So that's 12 years ago. So 2000-ish. And then my mum got a job down at the school in Hampshire, Bedales. 2004 or 5, so around about that time. So,
If you could tell us something about what you miss most about Scotland, what is it? I love this.
Yeah.
No, I do. I love it. I love it when my guest is really deep in thought because it's cool.
No, I think
It's relaxing.
it's just the feeling of home. I've been living in Edinburgh before London for about 7 years, and it feels like home there. And just like, I don't know, I just feel you could drop me anywhere in Scotland, and I think I can find my way, find my feet.
And if you could advise, this is like a little plug.
Yeah.
If you could advise a tourist or someone, even what if somewhere in Scotland or anywhere around where you were from, places where you visited, like for me, for instance, I would advise anyone to go and see the Orkneys and Shetlands.
Yeah.
That blew me away.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just, especially the Orkney. Wow. Shetlands was a bit more commercial, but Orkneys was just on its own, I found.
The islands and the whiskey distilleries and stuff, definitely.
Yeah, or like Mull and you know,
Skye.
is it Iona? Yeah. My mum's a real fan of those. But where would you say is a place that you know?
Yeah, in Crail, there's a little lobster shack just down by the harbour. If you go on a nice sunny day in the summer, you can get fresh lobster that's been caught about 20 minutes ago. And you just, like, fresh crab and, if you're in that part of the world, definitely swing by there. In Crail Harbour, interesting fact, the most painted harbour in the world, or photographed harbour in the world.
Which side is this on? This on Crail is?
East Coast.
On the east coast.
So it's a little area called the East Nuke of Fife.
Right.
So Nuke's the old Scottish word for corner. And that's Crail's the sort of as you come out of St Andrews, that corner, the little East Nuke, that's the sort of start of it. You get to Crail, and then Anstruther's the next one along.
Stage or TV and film? What appeals to you more? I love the way I just diverted.
Yeah,
that's
good.
just me.
That's like
No, that's just me. No, that's what I like to do.
TV. I think.
Why?
I don't know.
Do you like that intimacy sort of thing?
Yeah, I think so, and I think definitely got the face for radio. No, I don't. I genuinely, I'm sure a lot of actors say this because they're just happy to do the work, as I would be. But yeah, any of it. Like, I think the sort of TV shows I would like to work on, if they were comedy based, you sort of get the chance to work on a character and develop a character, and if the show's successful, you get that sort of time. I'd really like to do a role that I got to sink my teeth into and grow with as well.
Talking of which, your dream role?
Dream role.
Oh yes.
It's already been taken by Harrison Ford.
Really?
Indiana Jones.
Not Han Solo.
Or either. I mean, he's won the lottery there, hasn't he?
Really?
Yeah.
Are you a Harrison Ford fan?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's.
Really?
Yeah.
Blade Runner?
Blade Runner. I love Blade Runner.
Awesome.
I've got the deluxe, 5 different discs, 5 different versions at home. Dream role.
Have you seen Presumed Innocent?
No.
That's about
Is that an old
1990.
one?
Yeah, about 1990. That's a really. I think it's called Presumed Innocent. Check it out. It's a Harrison Ford film. It is really, really good. No, it's an absolute awesome film. No, really, really good. But that's just one, just so you know. Yeah, carry on.
Presumed
Sorry.
Innocent. I think if you're an actor working in Britain, you have to say James Bond. That's the law, isn't it?
That's the role that you'd love.
Yeah. I don't know. You can't. As much as I've sort of said roles that already existed or have already been done, I'd like to build a character that's iconic in that way.
You've got a friend behind you.
Oh yeah. Oh, hello. Hi, mate.
I don't know whether
Sort
he's
of.
got. I don't know whether we've got him in the picture. We're like,
That's-
oh, there he is.
yeah. See, when you start talking about quail, you get seagulls. They're notorious right now. They're the best alarm clock in the world. 2,000 seagulls screaming at 6 a.m.
What would be the pinnacle for you in the performing arts career? What would it be where you'd think, I've cracked this?
Cracked it. Yeah, I think if I got a character of mine on a T-shirt, you know, just like if I walked down the street and saw a kid, like me, the Star Wars thing, like the way that impacted on me, I want to be able to be part of films or make films as well that have that impact on another little kid sitting somewhere. So if I saw that kid wearing my character, like a Han Solo T-shirt, but it's, you know, me or this new character, this iconic character.
It's amazing.
Created.
It's a really interesting answer there.
Yeah, it's, you know, the only thing.
People have got James Dean on their T-shirts.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's been gone years and years and
yeah.
years. What does acting do for you, Jamie?
Acting for me is a drug, and I'm massively addicted to that rush of like coming off stage, knowing that you've done a performance well. Like, yeah.
FTQ, 5 topical questions. Your favourite item of clothing? Finished? Bear with me. Just for my own channel, I'm just doing an acting course. Just my own independent.
We've been told to stop filming.
I've got my own production. It's just with my own. I work for an acting school. I just do promotion videos for the acting school. We're just 2 minutes away from finishing.
So, not finishing on anything, it's been permission.
I went to the guys I went inside. Is it okay if I just film someone one of my...
You mean,
the 2 guys who are at the desk.
guys?
Yeah. One of them's got a fuzzy hair.
That's all very exciting.
That can show.
We're sitting down.
You mean, that when people's coming out?
Yes.
Can I ask for card? I just do a lot of re-ask.
Can I finish what I'm doing? Is that okay?
I just don't take the card.
I think everything should sort it out now. Which has been a great negotiator.
You know what you mean? We've got quite freezing. I think it's got glasses. And we're both sitting there.
Are you having a nice time?
Receptionist, I think.
Yeah.
And if they usually not giving permission, they need somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we're finishing.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
No, that is... Should we keep that in?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll keep that bit in.
Yeah.
We have actually just been told, my dear viewer, that we were not allowed to be on here. And we've just been told by the security guard, you could probably hear his voice,
Yeah.
and we were going to be kicked off. So,
But, well negotiated.
let's carry on.
Yeah.
Should we carry on?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so
5
that-
topical questions.
Yeah, and
Okay.
how were my techniques there of being a smoothie?
Yeah, it was good.
Well,
Was
there
that,
you go.
did you make that up, or did you actually speak to him?
Yeah, I think that's
Oh,
good.
okay, you got permission. Cool.
Okay,
I
right
thought you
then.
were just bullshitting.
Well, let's get... right, let's just get on with this before they kick us off again.
Right.
Your favourite item of clothing? That's epic, that.
That's
I'm
good,
so glad
yeah.
that. Your favourite item of clothing?
I've got this jumper, which my friend Rob Walker, he's got a company called Pie Out.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's the comfiest jumper I've ever bought. So I got to give a shout out to him.
Okay. A film you would advise other people to watch that was not a commercial success? Should we come back to that one, or do you want to have a think about that one?
No, I'm just trying to remember the name of it. It's like
Let's come back to that. A sport you were good at school?
being a class clown. Is that a sport?
Favourite colour?
Blue.
The last book you read?
Last book I read was there's a series of these 3 books. And it was the last one. It was called Of Men and Monsters, I believe.
Okay.
By Patrick Ness. So it's 3 sort of books. It's about this alternative universe where you can see and hear men's thoughts because of this. So they're constantly buzzing around like a cloud. And it starts off very small, this little boy on the journey, and then becomes this huge, sprawling sort of Shakespearean epic saga across the 3 books, and that's the last one I read.
Right then, Jamie. Well, you can probably imagine that's thrown me. That was a new experience for me. That's never happened to me before.
We got it on camera.
Listen, we've got it on camera, and we're going to get this on camera. So as we're going towards Christmas time, how's that? We got. There's your little chocolate little snowman.
I've been feeling more and more Christmassy, but that's clinched it. That's...
Okay, I'm worried about him coming back downstairs.
Right, we've got enough. We'll see.
The security guard, exactly. Because we were 21 minutes into that when that happened.
Yeah.
And we were just closing up. Right then, let's do our location. So what I'm going to do is we're going to just take this off here. So if you join me, sir, let's have a little walk around. So we're going to just have a little walk around this little bit. As you can see, it's there's the scene of the crime, and that's where the security guard was. There. Okay, goodness me. Well, like I said to you, if a recorded conversation is perfect, it ain't real.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, we get hiccups. We've had dogs invade us. We've had people coming around. Yes, exactly. We had like little kids running around trying to get in on the picture.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if we just go around here, this is quite nice. I want to shoot this through the trees.
See, the National Theatre's just there.
Yeah.
Like a performance stage on there, that would
It's over that way.
True.
Okay. Right then. So let's have a little look. There's. I just like this. I just think if you look hard enough, dear viewer, you'll be able to see a few things there. There should be Big Ben, and then there's the Millennium Eye. So what we're going to do is we're going to kick off. I'm going to say my farewells now, and I'm going to say to you, be safe, take no nonsense, and only love what loves you back, and also may great roles come your way. And Jamie, you're going to close with us with a joke.
Yes. So there's a...
Right into the lens.
Right. There's a family of polar bears. And they're all sitting around the kitchen table. And the baby polar bear goes to his big brother. He says, "Big brother polar bear, am I really a polar bear?" Big brother goes, "Of course you are, you little shit. You're a polar bear. The whole family's polar bears." Okay. "Mom, am I really a polar bear?" His mom's like, "Of course you are, son. You're our son. You're a polar bear. We love you." Okay. "Dad, am I really a polar bear?" And Dad polar bear goes, "Son, of course you're a polar bear. You're my son. You come from a long historical line of polar bears. You should be proud of your polar bear heritage." The little kid's like, okay. And the family sort of look at each other and they all go, and the dad pipes up, "Why'd you ask, son?" "Because I'm bloody freezing."